Hey, I'm Matt Elmore, a mentor missionary from Nairobi, Kenya. Right now I'm at our world headquarters in Chatsworth, Georgia, sitting on the Blue Ridge Mountains. In the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verses 8 and 9, we read a really good scripture about Daniel, how he stood firm no matter what happened, and he lived an uncompromising life. Daniel was faced with a lot of challenges. He was given a new name, he was given a new education, and they also tried to change his lifestyle by having him eat the king's food. For Daniel to eat this, it would have been sin, it would have been blasphemy against the Lord, and it would have been a form of idol worship. Daniel decided not to eat the king's food in two ways. One was he decided to live with an unashamed boldness. He said, I'm not going to defile myself. And he didn't say that I'm not going to eat the food because it'll mess up my stomach. He was firm and he said, I don't want to defile myself. And so he lived with an unashamed boldness. And the other thing we see about Daniel is that he had an unusually high standards. He decided not to drink the king's wine. It wouldn't necessarily be wrong for him to drink wine according to other scriptures that we see in the Old Testament. But the thing is, Daniel didn't want to drink the king's wine, most likely because it might hinder him in his effort to not eat the king's food. And so he wanted to remain faithful to God, so he had an unusually high standard. He said, I'm not going to do these things. And he faced those challenges, and he lived an uncompromising lifestyle. And as a result of him having an unashamed boldness and unusually high standards, we see that God blessed him. He had an unearthly protector. And God blessed him. He protected him when he faced the eunuch for the kings. And he decided, as a result of him not deciding to sin against God and living with a high standard, God gave him favor and God gave him compassion with one of the king's eunuchs. And he gave Daniel food that he could eat that wouldn't offend God or be blasphemy against God in any sort of way. And he decided to remain firm. So the key thing is this: are you living an uncompromising lifestyle by living an unashamed boldness and saying, I'm not going to do this because it's wrong? Do you live with unusually high standards and set high standards for yourself because you desire to lift up the name of God and keep His name lifted up and praised? When you do that, no matter what hard situation you're in, then you can be sure in some capacity you will have the favor of God and He will bless you and you will have an unearthly protector just the same way that Daniel did.